Hey everybody, it's Father Sean here for the daily reflection. I know recently there's been a whole lot of daily updates, but the gospel today was just so good that I couldn't help myself but to come back to Christ. And so the gospel today is from his Last Supper discourse, and I just love this. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that does, he prunes so that it bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains in me, it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing. So a while back, a parishioner asked me what my favorite gospel passage was, and I didn't have that answer ready. And maybe there's a top 5, maybe there's a top 20, I don't know. But one that makes it on all of those lists is this gospel. And so very generously, I was painted this image of the vine and on the branch. And of course, the grapes, the fruit that grows as Jesus talks about this. So it's beautiful. So you think about what this means, as Jesus explains this gospel. And it always cuts me to the heart, that line, without me, you can do nothing. And Jesus doesn't say without me, you can do like 10% or you can do like 95%, where Jesus just kind of fills in the gaps. But it's actually nothing, he says, we can do. And what a great reminder it is for all of us, I know myself included, to remain on that vine, because you think about what a vine does for those branches or what it does for the fruit. It transmits nutrients. It transmits energy. It transmits the food to make the fruit grow. It translates water, the source of life, and then it juices up in the grapes, and you can throw a grape 10 feet up in the air and then snag it like a dog. And that's fun. But it's that it's this life that comes through Christ, and it's about remaining on the vine. And then it gets later in that gospel, which I didn't read there. It talks about the unfruitful branches cast into the fire. So the Lord invites us to remain in us. And as long as we remain in him, as long as we're joined to Christ, you think of all the different ways that we're joined to Christ. We're joined to Christ by prayer. We're joined to Christ by study, by coming to know, to love, to serve him in our scriptures. And then, of course, in the sacraments, the reconciliation, we're about ready to be renourished by the Eucharist. So it's this whole life that Christ gives, that we remain on the vine and we stay close to him. So it's just a great reminder that if we want to bear fruit, and maybe the fruit is just that we have children that are beautiful children, or maybe it's that we want the work that we do to be blessed, and it's about remaining in Christ so that fruit can be born out in the world. It's a reminder for me. It's one that I always need. That all of this, it's not because of if I just get this, and this right, then things will work. But it's rather, how do I remain near Christ? How do I remain in his love? How do I keep coming back to him day in and day out, moment in and moment out, and ask that he may guide all the work that's happening? So it's a call for all of us to remember to do that, to remember to stay near Christ, who is the true vine, and we are the branches. And through the branch, he bears fruit, so that we stay near him, and then he can bear fruit out in the world. So it's Father Sean for the daily reflection, and we'll be getting out at the end of the week, just so you know, kind of the plans for the resumption of public masses beginning May 25th. It's a day we're looking forward to. It is a day that it's been a long time coming. So take care, God bless, and we'll talk to you soon. Keep each other in prayer. Bye.